Recently, I was invited to a girls' day out with the theme Play with Intention. I thought it was going to be a fun filled day with friends where we came together with the intention to allow ourselves to let loose and to finally play. But when I arrived, I discovered the host's idea of play was helping her finish tasks on her to do list, like organizing closets and cleaning the garage. Now, don't get me wrong, I love helping my friends. And believe me, I could use help with my own to do list. But calling it play made me realize that she had lost touch with what true play really means. True play isn't about renaming our responsibilities, it's about stepping away from them altogether. When we tell kids to grow up, we often imply that play must be left behind. But the reality is that play isn't just for kids. In fact, it might be exactly what adults need to feel young again, both mentally and physically. Research shows that playful activities can help prevent anxiety, depression, and even more serious mental health conditions like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Play also reduces stress and it boosts those feel good endorphins. It can also lower blood pressure and even protect us against heart disease, cognitive decline, and increase your longevity. I mean, why don't we do it? But as adults, we often push play to the sidelines between work, family, and that never ending to do list. Who has time for fun, right? I'm guilty of this myself. But when I do take a few minutes to play, whether it's a quick round of tag with my kids or maybe dancing to an 80s song in my kitchen, I always feel lighter. It's like my soul has been recharged. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time for adults to take back the word play. It's not something to grow out of. It's something to embrace, to feel truly alive and young again. My parents worked practically from sunrise to sunset, rarely stopping to have any fun. Now, as an adult, I have fallen into that same trap. I feel guilty when I play, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Just like my parents modeled all work and no play, I'm doing the same thing to my kids. The message I'm sending to them is you have to earn the right to play. You have to earn the right to have fun. Why would any kid want to grow up if being an adult looks like being overwhelmed, fatigued, and not having any fun? I mean, honestly, I don't even like being an adult all the time. It's filled with responsibilities, and every adult I know seems so serious and overwhelmed most of the time, including myself. But each of us has an opportunity to bring the joy of play back into our lives, to lighten our load, while also modeling play for our children and grandchildren so that they grow up with a better balance in their lives. I mean, it's a win-win. So why don't we play? I think it can be difficult to let go and to embrace play because it's often tied to something deeper, a sense of not feeling worthy. If I'm not being productive, I actually oftentimes don't feel good enough. It's as if I haven't earned that right to play. Many of us equate our value with what we produce, constantly seeking validation from these external sources. We tell ourselves we can only rest or have fun or sit down after we've achieved enough, done enough, or proven enough. But who decides when we are good enough? Most of us are chasing a finish line that doesn't even exist. We keep moving that goalpost further. Even after we've checked off that box, we don't allow ourselves to stop and enjoy life because there's always something else to be done. There's always more to do, more validation to seek. But if we wait for someone else to give us permission to play, we may never get it. So, what if we stopped waiting? What if we started giving ourselves permission to play right now? Here's my challenge to you and to myself. For just 5 minutes a day, just 5 minutes, make time for play. We spend more time worrying about the past or stressing about the future. So why not dedicate a little of that time to having some fun in the present moment? If you need to, set a timer. Time it for 5 glorious minutes and just do something, anything during that 5 minutes that doesn't feel like work. Maybe turn on a song that you like and dance to it, If you don't want to dance, sing. If you're not comfortable singing, you can tap along to the beat and get lost in the rhythm. Or grab a ball, toss it in the air. I used to love playing with balls on the playground when I was a kid. Challenge yourself, throw the ball in the air and catch it behind your back. Or grab some socks, roll them up, and try to juggle. You can also just start doodling on a piece of paper. Just get silly and make random shapes, maybe some stick figures, or try to doodle without lifting the pen off the paper and just see what you create. Or one of my favorites was always to take a piece of paper and just fold it into an airplane and see how far it can soar through the air. Another thing I love doing now as an adult is just look up jokes. You can look them up on your computer or get a joke book, read a comic, or watch a short, funny video. It's those little moments that add up and can make a huge difference, bringing more joy and more health into our lives. Because play, it's not a luxury to be earned. Play is a necessity. You don't need to earn it. You don't need permission. You're worth it just as you are. So how can you bring a little more play back into your life? Share your favorite ways to play in the comments below. And I'm going to get the ball rolling with a joke. Okay, what do you call a cow jumping on a trampoline? A milkshake. All right, one more. What do you get when you pamper a cow? Spoiled milk. See, you can tell I'm a mom. I have kid jokes. But please share your comments in the comment section below and tell us all, how can you bring a little more play into your life? Or if you don't know, maybe just look up a joke and share it in the comment section. Until next time.